to your September 5th through the 11th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Guys, make sure you hit that big old like button. Let's get those analytics going. Okay. And if you know anyone that might enjoy this video who is also a Capricorn, go ahead and share that video. Yes, bring them in. Yes, get this message out into the world. Okay, let's see what's going on. Best message for the beautiful Capricorn. Energies are going to start shifting. We are entering the Jupiter retrograde. So I will be getting that reading out pretty soon. That will go on for the next 4 months. That's talking about that love, that prosperity, that abundance. You know, taking those leaps of faith. Oh my gosh, great things coming. Look at this. Right now it's talking about how you are diligently working. You may be doing a lot of repetitive skills and tasks and things that you are very focused on. Very nice. Having that skill development going on and just watching what it is you are doing. Could even be watching a loved one. If this is a love situation, I am very focused on this love. Really holding tight over here. Could be holding tight to a lot of money as you are working hard. And could be just really focused on that money and making that money. A lot of money coming up, so I'm starting to think this could be a lot of money. Yep. Reminiscing, feeling that kind of nostalgic joy over here as you're kind of holding and saving money. You might be saving a lot of money, and money is really becoming a good thing over here. I don't know. It just feels like, you know what? I'm really conserving money, and I'm feeling like I have this security, and it's something that I remember from the past that makes me feel so happy having money. Yeah, right. Like, yeah, we all remember that. Woo, I got money. Yes. Yeah, it kind of feels like you have been a little distant, a little withdrawn, and it feels like from money. Talking about that, right? At one time, it just feels like you might have lost your way. Maybe you were overspending of money. You could have felt like money just wasn't coming my way, and now I just feel like I'm really focused on this money and really wanting to hold tight to this money for my savings. So it could be having a really great savings account over here. Wow, look at this. Yeah, feeling like you're in more control of your money. Somebody might even think that you're a little bit of a tyrant about money, but you might even be around someone who has reckless behavior with money, or it could have been yourself. You could have said, I was a little reckless with money, right? And now I'm learning to save it more. I'm learning to save this for a rainy day, and now I feel so much better knowing that when something happens along my journey here, I have money to be able to fix these things, do the things that I want to do, have happy moments, do things that cause joy, happiness, you know, go to the fair, do things like that. Yeah. It does feel like money could have been an issue in a breakdown of a home conflict. It could have been a breakdown in a relationship, right, within the homestead. It does feel like there was some kind of avoiding conflict. Somebody might even feel like they want to even start a little conflict about money and about the way that you're planting your seeds, the way you are saving your money. Like I said, they might see you as a little greedy over here about the way you're saving money. Why aren't you spending that? Why are you holding so tight to that? Right, what are you doing with all this money? So let's go over here and see what's going on in this money. We're going to do a career reading this month, as it is career and finance. So it looks like you'll have a little bit of 2 readings of money. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Yeah. Wow, passionately going strong for what it is that you definitely want within this money situation. You feel like you are strong at work, doing the things you're supposed to do, and you're really feeling more passionate and more strength when it comes to this situation. I feel like where it had weakened you down and you were feeling like you're down and out in the money situation, you're definitely holding tight to this and really being able to be the hangman over here as you're really holding tight to this money. I mean, guys, right? You guys got this money thing down. You're like, I got this. This is where I'm going, right? You're manifesting money into your life. You could have gone without for a long time, and now you just feel like I'm holding on to what it is I truly want and really taking action to progress and really holding that. Guys could have been using the pillow method, keeping it under your pillow. A lot of people do different things. But it also is talking about how I'm not going to hold back from my goals, and I'm not going to allow this money to go away anytime soon. And I think this is where some of you are having problems with this other person, because they do feel that you're holding too tight to some money and you're being a little greedy. So your finances, you could have felt like they were really tied up in the past, but you're making sure that this is really staying tight within your hands, right? You're not going to just go out and play and waste this money. And I really do feel like you might have this Aries around you who, it doesn't have to be an Aries, but they do feel like, you are being a greedy miser over here, as they want to be reckless with this money that you're holding on to. And you're like, nope, we're not touching this money. Leave this money alone. This is my money. This is the money we have to survive. This is the money that we want to have, right? And they're kind of not really on the same page with you at this time. So, I feel, you could be growing a little bit of thick skin over here in the way that they're talking to you and the way that they're coming at you about the diversity of the way you want to spend this money. Okay, for some of you, could even be telling people, I am not your ATM machine. Okay, I have the money that I need to survive. I've planted all the seeds. I persevered for this. I've done everything for this. I'm not just going to throw it at you because you asked for some money or because you want to go recklessly spend this. Yep, look at that. Lost opportunity. They do feel like they have some kind of lost opportunity around the situation. So if they are asking you for a handout of money, you are telling them no. Maybe you haven't told them no for a while. Oh, they do not feel like the grass is greener anymore. Where you feel like the grass is green, they're saying, whoa, why are you holding on so tight to this money? Penny pincher. Capricorn, why are you a penny pincher? You're saying, because I have my 10 of Pentacles, I'm not just going to waste it. Ouch. Yeah. So they don't feel like you're being very connected to them right now. I think they're used to having this handout. I think they're used to, you giving out, whatever it is that they want. And you're saying, no, I'm not going to be foolish about this situation. I am definitely on a different area in my life right now where I feel like I have plenty. I feel like I am holding onto exactly what it is I truly want when it comes to this situation, and really standing strong in your own belief system. Wow. Yeah. So you're definitely in control of your money, and not allowing anyone to get away, with taking this away from you or spending it unwisely. Wow. Holding tight. They don't really like that though with the with Nine of Pentacles upside down though, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. They really do feel like, oh, well, I don't, what are you doing? I don't like that. Okay. Because they just feels like they just want to excessively spend it. They may have a gambling problem. Right. And you're saying no, because what if I'm, hit with a few unplanned expenses? What if this happens? What if that happens? Now I've got what I need. So you're definitely clenching your belt, keeping your purse locked up, right? Keeping your ATM card to yourself and not allowing anyone to try to manipulate you into doing something that is going to go and, just pretty much take away everything you just had. And look, if you guys were the obsessed ones who had some kind of money spending thing and it's just all yourself, you are definitely learning to respect money and really locking it up. Saying, I'm only spending this much money and I'm saving this much money, right? That way I know I have plenty. Very nice. That's a very great way of beginning of the month, with really conserving money over here, really focused on what I'm going to spend it on, what I'm not going to spend it on. Absolutely. So clarify on the overall situation, please. There it is, Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. Yeah, where I'm clenching, It's because this is my well-deserved reward. You're not taking that away from me. I'm the Nine of Pentacles. Very nice. Very nice. So, okay, let's get an angel message card. Yeah, I love it. Well-deserved reward on its way. The more I keep saving, the more I keep getting rewarded, and it's growing and growing and growing and growing. Love it. So your overall message from Spirit is visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. That is what you will experience. Yeah. Okay, my friends. Beautiful reading. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.